Hey, what's up guys? I'm Lon Eagleton. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be analyzing Sweet Blasphemy by Black Veil Brides. We're going to be looking at isolated vocal tracks, guitar tracks, drum tracks, and bass tracks, all that cool stuff, and find all the components that come together to make up the song that you know, which is Sweet Blasphemy. So it's going to be a really cool video. Let's get started. Alright, so let's just start by listening to a bit of the song off the top. I'm going to hit play right at the beginning so you guys can get a refresher of what the beginning sounds like. Okay, so right off the top, one of my favorite things is this drum fill that happens. So it starts with just drums, right? And that takes us into the whole song. Let's check out those drums by themselves. One more time. I gotta hear that again. I just love that fill. Yeah, and then the beat is just so heavy. Okay, so after the intro, we have the verse. And leading into the verse, there's this awesome little guitar solo that happens. It's like 3 seconds long, but it's like the coolest thing ever. Let's hear that by itself. Yeah. All right, so now we're into the verse. So let's hear a bit of the verse. Let's hear what the verse sounds like. All right, pretty cool. Let's listen to those vocals by themselves.
Through sadness you have taught us to be one with the crowd. Unveil the sacred order, hymns of falling down.
Very compressed vocal sound and very relaxed way of singing. You know, you can tell that he's really just trying to lay back through the verses here. And then once the chorus comes, he really lets loose, you know, but you can tell he's really trying to hold back so he doesn't give it all away just yet. You know, he really wants the chorus to pop, so he's making sure the verses are a little more tame. Okay, so one thing else you might not have noticed is that there's actually a lower octave vocal sung in the verses underneath the lead. Check this out. So it's the same melody, just an octave lower.
Through sadness you have taught us to be one with the crowd. Unveil the sacred order.
So when you have both of those parts together, it really just thickens things up in the mix as opposed to having just the one voice on its own. Let's hear what they sound like together.
Through sadness you have taught us to be one with the crowd. Unveil the sacred order.
Yeah, so I mean, your ears aren't really drawn to the low octave. You know, a lot of people might not even notice that it's there, but it just helps to create an added texture and create a little more depth within the mix. Okay, let's listen one more time from the same spot to these vocals together. And I want you to notice how after the first bit, there's actually going to be a vocal harmony that comes in and it layers on top. The low octave keeps going the whole way through, but we're going to add in a third layer as we go. So this is just the two. Andy in the low octave, and then harmony comes in here. And the harmony keeps going. So we got 3 voices, right? Okay, that takes us to the pre-chorus. So let's listen to a bit of the pre-chorus here. It goes like this. Really cool bass line happening through this with some neat octave parts. I'm going to grab my bass and show you guys what's going on. Okay, now let's look at the chorus. So the chorus definitely hits hard, you know. As I said earlier, it's really a step up in energy from the verses. And we've also got these gang vocals that come in right away. And yeah, the whole thing is just, you know, definitely a higher energy level from the verses. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, so one of the best things to ever exist on the planet is this this 80s style dance synth that is happening in the chorus here. So again, as I've said with other parts in the song, you probably might not have noticed that this is in there, but it really helps to create an added dimension. So check out this 80s style synth that's going on in the chorus here. Pretty cool, right? And then if you add in the vocals to it, it's like the coolest thing ever. It's similar to what we saw in Perfect Weapon a couple videos ago in my Perfect Weapon analysis when we had that organ track in the choruses. This time we have like an 80s synth. So I'm going to add in the vocals here. Check this out.
I'll raise my heart and say that I won't believe this lie.
Like if there was ever going to be a Black Veil Brides dance mix or something, this would be it.
When darkness is all you'll see, this is our sweet blasphemy.
Epic harmony there at the end. So, I mean, maybe that's better than the original even. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I personally love that 80s dance sound. So it's really cool that that's tucked in there. So on top of that, among other things, there's also a really cool harmonized lead guitar part happening through the chorus here. Classic Black Veil Brides. I'm going to grab my guitar. I'm going to try and play along with it. So there's actually two guitars playing it together, right? So we got the one guitar playing the lower part that goes like this. And then we've got the other guitar playing the higher part that goes like this. So when you put them together, that's what creates that dual guitar harmony sound. Guitarmony, if you will, which Black Veil Brides are known for. So that's one of the things that really got me into the band as a teenager. You know, one of the things that made me really love the band was that dual guitar harmony sound. I'm a big fan of it. Avenged Sevenfold does it a lot among a few other bands. But yeah, it's really something that BVB are known for. And yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. All right, so after that, we have the second verse and then the second chorus. And the verses and choruses are fairly similar in instrumentation-wise from verse to verse, chorus to chorus. Not too much changes. So next, we're going to look at the guitar solo. And just like the harmonized part we just saw in the verse a moment ago, the guitar solo is actually harmonized as well. So I'm going to try and play along with one of the parts. Let's check it out. Pretty cool, right? So lots of neat stuff happening there. It's definitely one of my favorite solos on the record. So it starts with this lick here. And it follows the chord perfectly. It's a C sharp major 7 arpeggio. Okay, then we go up to this higher part here. So a nice little quick bend. Then we go up a bit higher. So we got... So it's really just a descending lick following the scale. And full speed, it's like... Then we got the best part here. So then we go... Then we finish it off with this super quick... And again, that's just a trill pattern following the scale. And then at the very end of it, we have this cool bend part. Okay, so right after the solo, we go into this little interlude section, and we have this beautiful, clean guitar part, right? So the distortion is turned off, and we have this nice, clean guitar thing. And now it's really rare in a Black Veil song that you get clean guitars, you know? I mean, it does happen. Goodbye Agony is a good example that comes to mind. There's definitely, you know, a number of songs that do have clean guitars, but they're more rare. So I love what happens here. Let's check it out. Here we go. And I gotta say, there's a cool little cymbal thing that happens in the middle of this too. Let's back it up a bit. Right? Love that thing. So cool. That would be my favorite part of the song, but my favorite part of the song is actually the bass fill that comes next. Do-go-do-do-do. Love that thing. Let me try and play it. All right, that's it for today. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you found this entertaining. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. I got lots more Black Veil Brides videos coming out soon, so be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon so you don't miss anything. Until next time, I'm Lon Eagleton. We'll see you in the next video.